Hello everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to fix some flat painting to a realistic painting or someone who paints in an advanced way. So the first thing first, this is the reference we're going to use, and the reference I got it from is unsplash.com, and you can also find some references in pixels. So it doesn't matter what reference you find, the concept which being showed in the video is the most important thing. And the reason I'm showing this concept is because I teach watercolors too, and this is a lot of beginners make it. So this one I'm going to paint as though like a beginner would paint, and this one I'll paint as though I'm going to paint with like a lot of experiences. And the reference, you can see there's a lot of yellow color in there, like a warm color. So I want something really bright, so I'm going to be using, I don't have any yellow deep colors in my palette, so I'll be using yellow deep paint from I think I squeezed in more yellow deep from this tube, and this is gouache, and because I don't have watercolors, so I'm using gouache, or you can use watercolors too. So it's the first thing is we are just doing washes for the wall. And I'm going really fast, as you can see. And you can also, there's a little tinge of yellow ochre in there, and I'll also mix it as well. And you can see that I'm mixing it as I paint, and I'm going over everything. And the washes have to be painted really fast. But now I want to capture these hard edges. So once I finish this wash, I'm gonna dry it before I jump on to the next wash. So I kind of went and dried my watercolor paper. It's still damp and wet on some areas, but it's okay. I'll focus on most of this lamp. And this is how people do the first wash. So the second wash, and the reason being I did dry it because we need to get sharp edges. So in watercolors, that's how it works. So I'm going to take some green and some neutral tint, and I'm going to apply this, the lamp holder. And you can see that I'm not being neat with my strokes, and I'm going to combine this one to this one. And I'm also constantly checking my reference. And again, you guys don't have to use the exact same reference. And I'm also thinking about my perspective, how it's connecting to the lamp, and that's the most important thing. And there's also this thing which is connecting from here to here. And I made it a little bit flatter, and there you go. So now you can see that we kind of created a wash for the lamp holder. So now I'm jumping on to the lamp itself. So I'm gonna go here, and I'll take yellow ochre, and I'll just do it. And I'm just gonna fill it. And again, I'm not being neat with my strokes. It's just not that I don't want to be neat. No, I just want to show the flatness of the painting. And you can see that when I check my reference, that this is bigger. And you can see that we already blocked in everything, and we can also dry it and add shadows on top of it. So here we can also use wet on wet or wet on dry. So this would be a good options to use wet on wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some sepia. I'm just going to add it at the top, so we don't have to go and do this again. And there you go. And, just clean my brush a little bit, and I'm also adding the other side. And I'm going to use a little bit of this yellow this side. And let's combine like this. And this is done. And now let's go and add the shadows. And I'm going to add the shadows for this guy. So I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow deep, and I will use a little bit of orange to get the darkness of it. If you want, you can also use a little bit of burnt sienna just for the shadows. And I'm going to add the shadows here. It's kind of goes like that, and it goes like that here. It goes all the way at the bottom, and our lamp ends here. And I added the shadows now. And now I'm going to add the shadows for the lock itself, the holder itself, for the lamp holder. So I'm going to take an extra darker value, and I'm just mixing it here and here and here. And just by adding that, you can see that we're already able to create this shadow side and the shadow side of the lamp casting on the wall itself. And this is what a lot of beginners do. They just keep on painting without thinking about layering. And you can see that it does capture the essence of it, but it doesn't look that great, yeah. And now what I will do is I will add take some burnt sienna and neutral tint. I'll just go and add the details of this guy. Just trying to add this and just capturing the planes of the lamp itself. Just combine it here, combine it here, and combine it here, and combine it here. And you can see that in quite, in a really fast way, we are able to achieve this lamp with no ease. But the only problem is it looks really flat, and that's my problem. And this is how most beginners paint, like they don't think about layering, they don't think about contrast or vibrancy or saturation. So in this painting, and I'm going to show you guys this side, how I would paint if I approach this painting. And the first thing first is the same thing what I'm going to do, and this time I'm going to be using same yellow deep, and I'll just go here. I'm just checking my reference again. And I'm checking the vibrancy or the saturation on the wall itself. Keep on checking about it. I'm checking this side. I want to make sure that I'm capturing this bright orange wall, and I see like a little bit of orange there, so I'm just mixing it when it's wet. And there's a couple of areas which is kind of also wet a little bit, and at the bottom it's a little bit lighter. It's really subtle. If you paint new to watercolors, if you're a new painter, you won't notice it. And look at the flatness and the vibrancy of this wall. And you can also think that why I'm leaving this other white bits of the lamp itself. There's a reason for it. And let me fill this shape really fast as well. And this one, and this is a little bit lighter, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of it. Maybe I'll use a little bit of white paint, it doesn't matter. I'll take a little bit of yellow ochre, and this side, I just want to show, I think I took a little bit more, and I'll just combine it like this. It also lighter at the bottom, and you can also introduce a little bit of orange. I'll just combine it like this. And you can see that I mixed it because I don't want these white bits. And if you want, you can also do a couple of things here. I can use a clean brush, take some of the paint like this, just show the side of it, the planes of it. And maybe I'll just add a couple of this orange instead. And you can see that how much planning I'm doing before for the first wash. And that is really important too. And you can see that just by having this walls vibrant, and if you think it's not vibrant enough, you can just go again and just glaze over it and don't worry about it. And I know for a fact that as soon as this dries out, it's gonna go lighter. So might as well use this paint. I'm gonna use this orange. I wanna create this contrast behind this guy. Yeah, there you go. And again, I'm also leaving some bits for the lamp holder too. And you can see that kind of did it. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to dry it, then we'll come back. So now I kind of dried it. You can see that it's a little dry, and I should have taped my paper, but I didn't, but it's fine. And now you can see that the first wash what I did year on year, so you can see the difference totally from this side to this side. And again, I'll start with the same thing as what we did before. And I'll start with this the green lamp holder. And this time I'll be like a little bit careful with my strokes. And I also when I do it, I constantly think about my edges. One stroke, and goes even deeper like this. And you can see that I'm kind of thinking about my edges as well, how the shape connects with each other. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the top. And if you want, you can also use some white paint as well. And sometimes I do it. And now I'm going to connect this top shape, which is kind of connecting here as well. And you can see that, and I'm just going to do this side like that. And you can see that now I kind of blocked in that shape, and that shape also connecting here as well. And I'm going to take the stroke and I'll just connect it like that. And this is a really nice wash. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry it again because I want the sharp edge, or else what I can do is I can keep continuing it. So what I'm going to do is the first step first, and I'll just go take some neutral tint. I'll take this red. And then make sure it's a dry brush because I don't want to bleed everywhere. So I'm going to think about my top shape. And I'll combine the top shape with this shape. And same thing here as well at the top. And if it bleeds with the top shape, and might as well make use of it. Just doing that there, and I'll do the same thing, connecting from here till here, and there you go. Now you can see that we kind of connected the shape by itself. It also quite dried a bit at the bottom of the lamp, so I'll just go and add that as well. So I'll go to some sepia. If you want burnt amber, you know, whatever works for you, go for it. And I'm checking the shape of it. And it kind of goes here and connects here like that. There you go. And you can see that. And there's also this other area which is going to be connecting this side to this side. I'm just being careful with my strokes because these are really important how it connects. And I will be connecting this guy to this guy. And you can see that now it looks really nice. And I should have done something before. I would have put this guys before, and just adding this guys on the top, which is inside part of this lamp. So I'm gonna add that really fast. Of this guy. I'm checking how it's connecting to this shape. And I'm just going to blend like this. Now you can see the top part, and which is connected there. And I'll also do this here as well. And I also want to take this side all the way here. So we are saying the separation of the back side and the front side. And you can see that we kind of like showing the back side and the front side now. And before it dries out, I'm gonna applies the wet on wet technique. And when you do wet on wet, and this is quite important, is make sure it's dry. If it's wet, it will bleed everywhere and it will give a lot of the crappy results. I think we have to go and glaze over our things again, and you can see that I kind of able to create those the back part and the front part like that. And you can see there's a separation of this plane, and this plane, and that's what I was trying to do. And the bottom part is reading too much here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some yellow ochre and I'll just blend it slowly like that. And as soon as we do it, and you can see that it kind of blends really nice with the thing here. And we can see that it's underneath it. It's not reading that much. But you can see the difference between this and that. Again, as soon as I'll add the shadows for the lamp, and it will read even crazier. So now it's kind of a little bit wet. So now I'm going to add the shadows for the lamp itself. So I'm going to take the green and neutral tint. And if you feel adventurous, you can also take some blue. So that also gives really nice result too. So you can see I use cerulean blue. And I'm looking at the reference. There's this lamp holder, which is kind of in a cylindrical shape, trying to capture those details. And I'll go and add the shadow of this guy casting air on the lamp itself. And you can see that how nice it reads better than here. And again, here we are painting a little bit darker than what we did there. And I'm going like that. And I'm going all the way down, like here. And I'm gonna do this part, which is kind of like hovering over inside, like this. And here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a clean brush. I'm just going to make pour some water, so you can see the eyelet, which is kind of popping there. And I can also do it here as well, like that. And if you feel adventurous, you can also go on the side of this guy, and you'll just put some clean water there. And you can see that it will get rid of the paint, and it also gives this really nice 3D look to the holder. And again, it also casting a shadow like this, and you can see that how 3D it looks than this one. Again, I went darker on this one than that one. I should have went a little bit lighter, but it's okay. And it also connecting here as well. This guy is connecting here like this. And I'm going to take clean water, and I'm going to soften this. Since it's a cylindrical form, there should be a softening happening underneath of that edge. That's really important. And I'm adding this, and another cylindrical form at the top. And you can see that how little I'm painting. I'm not like going and suggesting everything, but yet it looks three-dimensional. And that's a really important thing when you paint in watercolors. And that's a lot of beginners make mistakes of. They just go and paint each and every details, and they ended up being overworking their painting. But that's not needed. But you can see that how I kind of combined everything together. And there you go. And now we kind of officially done with the door holder. And there's one more detail, which is kind of really important, how it attaches to the thing. And wherever this eyelet is happening, and there's something kind of happening here like this on the edge, and there you go. Now you can see that we're able to create this really nice edges. So now the shadows, which are really important, and I'm going to use this guy, and I'll use a little bit of red. Maybe I'll use this red, and I'm going to use a little bit of what is it called, a cobalt blue in it. So it's a little bit darker, and this one you can see that how lighter is it, but you can see this one, it's kind of vibrant, and yet it's also darker. So I'll start with the door holder, so it's a little bit easier. And you can see that as soon as we add that contrast, it looks really nice. That's what I wanted. And I'll just combine this guy to this guy, and this guy to this guy, and the whole thing is casting there, and even here casting here like that, and this guy casting it like that. So now this guy here, which is kind of going straight and making sure it goes till here, and it kind of like turns around this round shape, which is kind of like turning around like that, and it extends it more. And now the lamp, which is kind of reflecting here. And there's one thing I'm going to show. is this blurry shadows, which is happens in real life. So as soon as we added that from ear to ear, and you can see that how realistic this shadow looks like. And there's one more shadow. This guy is a little bit thicker at the top, and it kind of like ends here. So I'm just checking the angle. Maybe I was a little bit shorter, but it's fine. We won't tell anyone. And we'll just combine it like that. And look at the shadow, the contrast between this and this. And this looks more realistic than this one. There's a couple of things we can do now. And this is the final part. And as soon as we add it, and I also kept it simple. I didn't add that much detail. Again, it have to be a dry brush. So I'm taking sepia, burnt amber, and everything. I'll take some blue too. Why mine as well. So I have some little bit of colors in there. So I'm going to add here, and you can see that the light is hitting there. So I want to show the light, and this on the shadow side. And there's also light till here, and there's also light till here, and there's also light till here. And there is two sides, and I want to show the other side here like that. So the one side is in the shadow, the other side is on the light side, and that enhances realism. Same thing here as well. And you can see that there is a light and the shadow aiding there. And this guy is in the shadow, so he's going to be darker. And this guy is in shadow too. There you go. And this guy is in the shadow too. And now you can see that we kind of created this really nice shape. And again, there is one more thing I'm gonna do because I don't like that there's too much yellow in there. So I'm just going to go and kill that. Again, I would have regretted this, but I'm gonna do it either way. And I just want to show here to here. Oh. And you can see that as soon as we added this, we can see the inside more as well. I'll just do that here, and I'll just bring it here, and I'll just do another version, and there you go. And you can see that now we can see the inside too, and I'm just going to combine it like that. And on the top, I'm going to take some more blue. I'll just do this here as well. And I'll just combine it here. And you can see that there's some blue there and everything, and it looks really nice. And this side, it's reading too much. And I'll just put some more. I just want to show it's on the shadow side. Now you can see that how pretty it's looking realistic. But there's one more step I can add here. It's just kind of like a final step I usually add. It just bring back some of the eyelets. So this is just the last part. And if you want, this is a bonus tip. And this helps to bring back some of the eyelets back. And as soon as I put it there, and you can see that how nice it pops up more. And I'm gonna do it here as well. And you can see that the eyelets are popping out more and more as soon as I do it. a little tint of this. I'm going to add maybe a couple here like that, and you can see that that eyelet kind of popped out this more, even more. Maybe if you want, you can add some here. Just gonna call it a day. So this is the last detail. After that, I'll stop. Enough is enough. And is this guy. There's this thing happening. And you know what? I'm gonna. It's okay. I want to dry it to get the strokes, but it's okay. I'll just do wet on wet. That's a beautiful thing about watercolors. It does whatever it does, so don't try to force it. And you can see that how nicely I separated the top part and the bottom part. So there's also a line like that, and there's also a mid part here. See that I kind of added that there, and there's also one at the back which is kind of coming from this side to this side, and there's one from this side to this side, and we won't see it. And I'll just add a couple more of this darker value, and there's also one more step I'm going to do, and it's just wherever it sits, I'm just going to add one more value there, so it's kind of like differentiate between that. And I also didn't like the part that this guy is super dark, so I'm going to put some water here. So what that will do is it will get rid of the paint on those areas, and you will see it in a second. I think I put a lot of water, but it's fine. And you can see that now we kind of created this really nice three-dimensional look to our this part as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day, but you can see the difference between really flat one and adding a little bit of more details and everything. Now the strokes can be really better, but this is just showing that how you can plan your washes, how you can plan your values, and how you can add like more details and make it look realistic. And thanks again for watching this video, and if you want to watch a lot of videos like this, please make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments and what you think about this video. Until then, I'll see you next time.